Right now, I'm going to show you how to use the Bissell carpet cleaner, the Dualpro Pet. There are two versions of this machine. One is the power brush. The only difference is this port right here. The power brush does not have this for the hose attachment. The Dualpro Pet does. So first of all, going over the machine, you've got two reservoirs here. Up here is your clean water reservoir where you will put clean hot water and your cleaning solution. And down here is where the dirty water will be collected. On the side of the machine here, you can select either a deep clean or an express clean. The difference there is when you pull the trigger here, how much water will be sprayed onto the floor. So the deep clean will spray more water. The express clean will spray less water onto the floor. On the back side here is your on-off switch. That's how you will turn it on. And then also on the back here, you have the pedal, which you will push down to go ahead and lean the machine backwards when you are going to clean your carpet. Now, the cool thing about this one is this hose attachment port. And that's why I elected to go with this machine here, because it does have that port. So it comes with the hose attachments and the scrub head. And this is essentially very similar to the Bissell little green machine. I will link to that video in the description of this video. So here you simply line up the hose attachment to the port here. You do have the nozzle hole here, which will need to be lined up here, and that's how the water gets into the hose attachment. So you just rock it side to side, it'll click into place, and then you can attach different nozzle heads to the machine here. Now it does come with the power scrubber, but there are different head attachments that you can get for the machine to use here. With the hose attachment in place, I'm going to turn on the Bissell carpet cleaner. I'll pull the trigger, water will squirt out, then you can scrub and then suck up excess water if you're doing upholstery. Let's go ahead and take a look at how that works right now. Now, depending on the surface, how soiled it is, you might want to turn off it so you can go ahead and scrub. Then you will turn it back on, push down really hard, and it will suck up any excess water. I'll show you that. So there's the hose attachment. Again, you can use that stairs, upholstery, places that are hard to reach and that you don't actually need the carpet cleaner for. One thing to note, sometimes when you've got it all set up, even when you pull the trigger, you're not getting water out of it. All you need to do is prime the hose. For that, you can simply take a pin or a pencil and press down into this hole here. You'll feel it. It's basically a spring-loaded piece. When you have water in the machine and you push that, some water will start to bubble out of there. Just make sure that your hose is primed. So let's go ahead and show you how to use the machine here. First, let's use the carpet cleaner itself as it is. So again, when we get it used or start using it here, you want to fill up your water reservoir. The thing about the reservoir here is that it does have a fill line, and then it asks that you fill it up with the rest of the way with your solution. There's a couple different cleaning solutions that you can get. It does come with a few different when you purchase it. You've got, this is the Bissell Pro Max Clean and Protect, and then this is for pet stains, odors, and it's antibacterial. It does have an easy fill nozzle on the top of the clean water tank. Basically, again, a spring-loaded piece. So what you can do is when you get your cleaners, it has this little spot in the middle. It doesn't have it on this one. But what you can do is just poke a little hole in the top there. Then on the spring-loaded piece here, the easy fill nozzle, you can then just simply push it in there and it will fill into the tank. So you can fill it up with solution as needed, and then you can go ahead and get started. You know, I find that it works okay. I typically just take off the screw and fill it up as needed, but you can use it at your discretion. So again, this just sits into place here. It's nothing hard or fancy. The bottom piece does have a little clip that you just kind of have to pull to get it out of there. So it doesn't snap into place. There's nothing clipping it in. You just have to pull it out of place. Now you will note that on the back of it, it does have this lip. So that lip needs to go into the back of the machine here. It does have another place for it to go into. So when you're putting the dirty water reservoir back in, it needs to be basically in position here. If you have it at an angle, you might have trouble getting it in. So push it back in, back first, and then push down. It snaps into place. And then again, at the end, when you are ready to empty it, this will fill up with your dirty water. Depending on how dirty your carpet is, it could be pretty gross. And then it's got this gasket here that you lift up, and then here you can discard your water wherever you want. Now, if you notice, there is these pieces inside of this reservoir here. Now, when it gets full, it will alert you, and then this is a similar to kind of a toilet, where when it fills up, this floats. When it floats and raises to a certain point, it will automatically kick off your machine. So just keep that in mind, that if your machine kicks off, that's why. And then inside of the machine here, there is a filter. You might need to clean that from time to time, so just keep note of that. So let's go ahead and put it to use here. So I am going to put it on the express clean. So that's the switch flipped down. So I don't think the carpet is that soiled, so I'm not going to use as much water. That will mean it dries faster. So depending on your carpet, your situation, you'll have to choose which you want to use at your discretion. So again, the machine works by pressing the pedal here, putting it down into position. When you pull the trigger, when you pull and hold the trigger, that will squirt water onto the carpet, and then the bristles will go ahead and agitate and clean up any dirt, dust, or debris. And then there's a vacuum installed or component to it that will suck up the water. And this is all going to be happening at the same time. When you use the machine, you will press and hold the trigger. You will do 1, 2, 3 passes over your area. Depending on how dirty it is, again, you have to use that at your discretion while pulling and holding the trigger. Then, after you've cleaned it and it's wet, you will release the trigger and then do another 3 or 4 passes over the carpet, and that's where you will suck up the remaining water. So let's go ahead. Again, the machine turns on here on the back, turning it on, and we'll do a couple passes over the carpet here. Nice, look at that. So one thing that you can do is before you actually use your carpet cleaner, you can go ahead and vacuum, pick up some of the extra hair, especially if you have pets. We've got a German Shepherd Great Pyrenees mix, and he sheds a lot. So could have vacuumed a little bit first, but you can see it works really good. It is picking up the hair. So again, at this point, we would go ahead and pull out the dirty reservoir and discard the dirty water. And then one thing that you can do is you can actually clean this part here. So you'll notice a lot of hair and stuff get stuck in there. So you grab on the back, depending on the model that you have, you can grab onto the back of the port attachment, and then you're going to pull forward, and that is going to release the front portion of your carpet cleaner. And here you're going to get hair, dirt, dust, debris build up, and then at this point you can just run this under the sink or a faucet and it will rinse the hair out. Now you want to make sure you do that right after you clean, before it has time to dry, because once it dries it's harder to get out of there. And then at this point you can go ahead and clean in here as well. Any hair or other particles that are stuck in here, you can go ahead and clean out. At this point, keep your machine well maintained. So that is it. Again, you can put this back on here, get it back into place, and then it's got 2 slots right here, and then 2 little ridges on the front here that you just have to get lined up. and then rotate it back down into position, press down, snap it into place. And that's it. Basically just continue as needed on whatever carpet area you are cleaning, however soiled it may be. Again, links in the description to anything if you need more information. And if you've got any questions, put those in the comments. My name is Drew Smith. If you like DIY around the house stuff, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. I got a lot more carpet to clean.